When will the apartment market become more stable in Missoula? What has to give for rents to even out and more units to become available? Solving the multifamily housing crunch, how does that work? I'm Nick Chaussee with Sterling Commercial Real Estate Advisors. We hear a lot about how the multifamily or apartment market is in a major squeeze. What are some solutions? Here's the top 5 ways we could hit the release valve on the housing market. First, the hope is that in order to attract and keep good employees, wages rise faster and thus make housing more accessible. However, with construction costs doubling and even tripling for some key materials, wages aren't likely to rise fast enough to even out the rising rents. We could hope for material and labor costs to come back down, but that's unlikely given the big infusion of stimulus into the economy. Second, apartment developers could accept lower margins for a project, and while it's easy to assume that scummy developers should do this and simply make less money, the reality is that by lowering their margins, they also increase their risk. Increased risk makes lenders skittish, since a lower margin means that there's very little buffer for any issues that arise in a project. Low margins equal no funding, and no funding equals no new housing in the market. Third, some folks advocate for slowed growth. If population growth levels off or declines as a result of pricey rental market or lack of job opportunities, that would decrease pressure and demand for new housing. Is that likely? Probably not, as shown by the intense interest in Montana from folks across the country. So what else would make a difference? Coming in at number 4 is a major shift in the construction cost paradigm through innovations in methods, management, financing, technology, or other means. And very fledgling example of this would be 3D houses. Finally, number 5, and the only immediate actionable answer, is increased density. NIMBYs aside, increased density, which spreads land costs out over more units, allows for economics of scale on infrastructure costs. Simply put, that means more apartments can be built for less money, and that translates to a more affordable apartment inventory on the market. These aren't the only answers. These answers are the ones we hear most often. Thanks for watching How Does That Work with Sterling CRE Advisors. Like and follow for more content like this.